Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today, we are going to be working on a build for, you guessed it, Pokemon Day. Woohoo! So anybody who loves Pokemon, anybody who has collected any of the cards or watched the shows or any of that stuff, hopefully you love this. Now, a brief, and I mean brief, information on Pokemon Day. So Pokemon Day is February, I can't say that month, the second month of the year, on the 27th day. And that is because it commemorates the launch of the first Pokemon video games, Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green, in Japan on that month on the 27th in 1996, which kicked off a worldwide sensation. And good for the Pokemon people, because wow. So yeah, it's more than just, trading cards at the schoolyard or, watching cartoons and stuff. They say it's about bringing generations of fans together to collect, trade, and play with fellow trainers. It has had a significant impact on pop culture and entertainment with the unique ability to connect people across different cultures and backgrounds, which it does. It really does. The brand is always introducing innovative ways to engage with Pokemon, such as the release of Pokemon Go in 2016, which my son made me drive around the neighborhood. We didn't make me, but he asked me. I drove my son around the neighborhood looking for Pokemon back, back then. I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. We'll go search for Pokemon, honey. So that was fun. That was exciting because then, their parents can get involved as well. But this website, nationaldaycalendar.com, also has a lot of other information, including the 5 most popular Pokemon, which is Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and Eevee. Eevee, I'm not familiar with, but Pikachu, my nephew actually had a cute little joke. He goes, "Who's the yellow Pokemon?" I said, "Oh, that's easy. That's Pikachu." He goes, "Bless you." Gotta love little kids, right? But the website also has 5 different possible ways that you can celebrate Pokemon Day if you are interested in doing so. So I would recommend you check this website out and see what you can find out and see what you can do. Now, as you know, Sims 4 does not have Pokemon, but they do have Void Critters and Semi Capsules. So that is what I used, kind of in comparison to Pokemon. Since we don't have Pokemon, um, I decided to do what I could with the semi capsules and void critters to try to get as much of that in the build as I possibly could. I do believe that I did accomplish that, if I do say so myself. Pat myself on the back a little bit. I did have to buy the pack for the kids' room pack, I believe, but I did use a lot of debug items because those are items that you have to collect in one way or another. So they're not readily available. You have to get them out of the vending machine or you have to go around town searching for things and whatnot. So I did use a lot of debug and stuff. So when or before you download this, if you do, make sure you have, your testing cheats on. Make sure you have move objects on because there's a lot of that. And also make sure you have your debug cheats on as well. So that way you can get everything in one lump sum, basically, so that you don't have to re-download it or find things that are misplaced and whatnot. But that said, you see me here. I'm just kind of trying to figure out the layout, trying to figure out where the rooms are going to go and how they're going to go. I did not want it to be a huge build. I wanted it to be kind of small and cluttered. I wanted it to feel kind of like a home, a generational, fun, generational type home. And I do believe that I accomplished that. It was a little finicky, a little difficult with the stairs and the placement of certain rooms and stuff, but that's okay. It worked out in the end. The roofing was really not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was a little easier than I thought because I did want to have like different little bump outs and stuff. I didn't want it to be a traditional square house. So I wanted to play around with that. And then, like, instead of using fences on the porch and the patio, I decided to use half walls, which I think, in my opinion, made it look exactly the way I was hoping it would, different. And I do believe I accomplished that too. So yay me. Anyway, I know I keep patting myself on the back, but you'll see why, because I am excited about this one. So make sure you do not go anywhere. Hit like, comment, subscribe. Just blink. Okie dokie. Here we are, y'all. This was so much fun. I had to get the kids room stuff pack to be able to complete this because with the packs and kits and stuff that I had, it wasn't nearly enough to do justice to a Pokemon Day build. I also went into debug to be able to use some of the stuff that you have to unlock. I had to unlock these marbles down here. I have all the collectible marbles down here for you. So that'll be fun, I think. Also on the back porch, we have the simming machine. Yes, I know it is not Pokemon, but you gotta, you know, do what you can with the Sims, right? There is no Pokemon, but we've got semi capsules and we have the Void Critters machine thingy there as well. I forgot what it's called. We also have a trash can on the porch, an outdoor trash can, as well as outside in the backyard. We've got the grill and a picnic table, a place to garden, and a place for everyone to lay out, enjoy the weather, while the kiddos lay on their beach towels and go swimming, play with their water balloons, or at night, excuse me. You can watch the sun and the stars. And we've got some little turtles down in the bottom of the pool, which I thought was kind of cool. And I almost forgot about the ladder, although it's not necessary now, but I did almost forget about the ladder, so I did add that at the last minute. I was like, no, I almost forgot. Around front, we also have a couple of bikes for the two kiddos, as well as landscaping throughout, and a white chess table with a planter pot and a mailbox on the porch. Now, upstairs on the balcony, we have a rocking chair with a knitting bag and a little tea tray over here with candles, plant, and a yoga mat. So there are other things other than, well, it's not really Pokemon, but other than void critters and semi capsules around. So there are things for the adults and the children to do other than those two things. So there's the exterior. I really like it. I like it so much. I put it together. I finally got the exterior figured out because I wanted the blue suburban style, but I didn't want it all to be blue. I wanted the brick on the bottom with the vinyl siding on the top. This just turned out amazing. I love the roof lines. It just worked out. It actually worked out, and I'm so impressed with myself. I love it. It does look like it's kind of missing something down here, but it's not that bad. I kind of like it. Plus, it's, on the water. So, yay. How much better can you get than that? I would love that. It's not even beach. Doesn't have to be. You're just on the water. You get to see all the city lights over there. You get to see all the boats going by. And then at night, oh my God, can you imagine the stars at night? Oh, yes. I love it. I don't live in the city, but there's too many clouds, too many buildings and stuff, and too many lights in the way to get a beautiful night sky. There's your nighttime view. So there's plenty of lights outside in around the house. You can see everything you're doing as needed, and you get to see. That's a beautiful sight, though. Living on the outskirts of the city across the water. Woo! It's beautiful. Okay, let's go inside. So this entire family collects semi capsules and void critters. So you're going to see that when we walk in. Are you ready? Because here you go. That is what you're greeted with as soon as you walk in. Look at that collection. I think it's the whole collection. If not, you got a few more to collect. And there are some that are kind of strewn around the rest of the house. But this is where you come in. Your stairs are to the immediate left. You've got those guys there, the semis there. And then over here, you've got all of your void critter cards, or a bunch of them at least. This is the dining area. So it's a small table, but it's okay. You've got more over here. Their golden collection. In here, if you keep going, is the kitchen. Not a ton of clutter here, but as you can see, they've got their void critter cereal. Where it actually, I know that's supposed to be his tail, but that really does look like he's fire out his butt. And yeah, I won't tell you about my experience with that phrase, but I'll leave that where that lies. Anywho, little TMI there for you. Hope you enjoy it. Come back. Don't leave me. Anyway, over in here, this is the living room. We've got void critters there. We've got semi capsules, bookshelf. The computer desk also has void critters and whatnot. More collectible things. Here you can sit on the couch, watch TV as you are surrounded by void critters and whatnot. But you do have the ability to play video games. You can watch TV. You can read books. You can even do laundry. And yes, I believe if you download this one as is, you're going to get some dirty laundry. If you don't want to do the laundry, I don't blame you. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. But, maybe you don't. So there is a laundry room. Now, originally, I had this where my plan was to have the laundry room access through the kitchen, but I finished the kitchen and dining room and the living room and I finished it all completely and realized, oh no, I forgot the laundry room. So I put it in the living room. Well, at least made the access in the living room and just added a curtain so you can close it off when, you don't want it to be seen. But in here, we've got the ironing board and a dustpan and broom as well. And yes, to test everything, everything does work and is functional. I wanted to have as much color as I could in the house without making it too crazy, crazy colored, because with both the semi capsules and the void critters, there's a lot of color going on. So I did want to kind of have that throughout the home as well. I mean, if the parents collected all this stuff to begin with and then, you know, had their kids start collecting their own stuff too, it yeah, your life revolves around these guys. So should your house, is all I'm gonna say. Anyway, this room down here is the grandparents' room. It's very subtle, very calm, very serene, very peaceful. They love it in here. They do spend time out there with the family, but this is their bedroom. And they weren't going to inhabit their room with a bunch of void critters and semi capsules. So they got to do whatever they wanted in their room, which is very minimal. And this is their bathroom, but also the shared bathroom with guests. Nothing too spectacular. Same tile as in the kitchen. So that's it for that. Love this hallway. It's just insane. Then we go up the stairs, and this door here takes you out to the balcony where you can do your yoga and your knitting and just relaxation. And we've got 3 rooms. The one room is for the kids. I'll show you that last. This room here is the parents' bedroom. Again, minimal. Very quiet, very peaceful, very cool. You've got these books here they can read and sit in that little chair there. You've got a beautiful bed, I believe, from Businesses and Hobbies, which is my favorite bed right now. The dresser, some pictures, and wall decor as well. The rug, love the rug. I think the rug looks great. I know it's purple, kind of purpley, plummy kind of color, but as soon as I put it down, I'm like, yep, that's it. That's perfect. That's the rug I want. So that's the rug I used. Now, if we go out here and go straight across the hall, which is a very tiny, tiny little hallway, over here is the shared bathroom for both the parents and the children. As you can see, there are semi capsules and void critters and whatnot everywhere in this house. Same tile as the kitchen, but the kids, they're like, yeah, you can put your void critter towels in there. They've got, oh, I thought I had something else up there. I wonder where it went. It was a plant. Oh well, it probably just disappeared. Anyway, you take your bath while you're looking at your precious, beautiful semi capsule because that's what you do when you're in love with the semis and the void critters. And then through this room, are you ready? This is the kids' room. Void critter semi galore. Their bed sheets. They've got rugs that are for the void critters. You've got a semi capsule bedspread over there. You've got your desk with another something or other there. This is their computer. They got the good computer up here. And then over here on this bookshelf, you've got more. Woo! What did I just do? I hit the wrong button. Anyway, you've got all these guys down here. Check them out. Check them out. Check them out. Only one on, let's see, the top shelf. Yeah, only one on each shelf. No, I take that back. I don't know. Only one on each shelf, I think, was automatically slotted in, and then I had to place the other ones with the little shelf. So I put it on a big shelf, made the shelf smaller, and then pumped it in there. I've got a video out that you can go back and check on how to place with shelves. And then, of course, this guy here, they got him at the fun park that was getting shut down, and they had void critters everywhere. So they're like, yeah, you can have them, and we don't care. Or they sold it for like $5. So that's what they did. And then, of course, over here at the foot of the bed that has now disappeared is the little cushion. Isn't he cute? I love him. He's adorable. I hate that this landing is so small, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Oh, yeah. And look, there's pictures here on the top of the stairs or coming up the stairs. And then, of course, the plant as well. I don't know how that did that again, but I did it again. That's all right. I think I hit tab. There we go. I'm back. I hate when I do stuff like that. It's like, what am I doing? Why did I do that? How? Anywho, this is the entire house. I really hope you guys like this. Stuff keeps disappearing in this mode. Please forgive me, but it is still there. I did, like I said, I did check and make sure everything worked. Everything does work. Had to kind of fix a few things here and there, but otherwise it is uploaded in a functional capacity. Something you might want to do, which I didn't think about it until just now, is the exterior doors. You may want to change those to something else, something with maybe a window or something up top, just so that you can distinguish, especially when you are at the top of the stairs here, to distinguish that this is the exterior door, that this door goes out to the balcony. Otherwise, me being me, I go out the wrong door and be like, nope, wrong door. I mean, you're not going to get too confused if you live in the house, of course, but you know, your guests might, and it is The Sims. So most people are going to play either with all the walls down like me or with part of the walls down. Like I think a lot of people do. I don't know. I just like playing with all the walls down because then I can see all the rooms and just sit here like this, be like, nope, do this, nope, do that, nope, do this. And I don't have to keep moving my camera around, which is really annoying because it hurts my fingers sometimes. Uh, Yeah, arthritis sucks. Thank you. Take your vitamin D. Take your vitamins, period. Anyway, here is the floor plan upstairs. Up the top of the stairs, you got the parents' bedroom, the two kids, and the shared bathroom and balcony. And then downstairs, you have the grandparents' room with the bathroom, dining room, kitchen, living room, and then, of course, the porch and laundry room with the patio out back and the backyard. I really like this house. I mean, if I were to play in it, I would probably get rid of all of the semi capsules and all of the void critter stuff and, you know, replace it with other things as time goes by. But I would probably get rid of all that. But in and of itself, I think it's pretty cool. And yes, their friends can even come over and put money in the vending machine for their own semi capsules because that's how many they have. They have so many that they put all their duplicates and stuff inside this machine. And you know what? It's okay. They enjoy it, they love it, and it's fun. It's like instead of $1, it's like a quarter. How's that? That's pretty darn cheap. And yes, I did test the telescope and it does work. I had to move it over a little bit, but if you're out here at night and you're looking at the stars, woo, it's going to be beautiful. Anywho, in any case, I hope this was fun for you and you've got a little bit of inspiration. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And until next time, y'all, have fun.